This week we are going to be finding the central message of a story. And we are going to be using a fable to find the central message in the story. So we're going to be learning a lot this week. We're going to be learning how to locate a central message and also what is a fable. In this lesson, we are just learning what is a central message and the components of a central message. And then we're going to watch a little video on practicing. We'll practice how to find that central message. So when we look at this picture, it shows you that the little piece of popcorn is a detail. So we find the details in the story to locate the central message. The central message is the lesson the author wants the reader to learn. So at the end of the story, we will have learned a lesson. Details in the story tell us the beginning, middle, and end of the story. Once we have read the beginning, middle, and end of the story, we will then be able to figure out the central message. And the central message, again, is what the author wants to teach you. The beginning piece, think of that as one kernel. The beginning piece, it introduces the characters. It's the setting, where. Where is the setting? Location. And when, time or season. When is this story taking place? This piece of the popcorn is from the beginning of the story all the way up until we find that problem. The middle of the story, that second piece of popcorn, it introduces us to the problem. And we know a problem is what the character wants or needs but can't get. So we're going to be reading stories where there is a problem with one of the characters. He or she wants something but can't get it. This middle piece goes from the problem all the way up to the third piece of popcorn, which is the end, where we'll either find a possible solution and we'll be able to figure out the lesson. So a solution is how the character gets what he or she needed or wanted. Sometimes there's not a solution. However, there will be a lesson learned. So we know when we're finding the central message, we're going to learn a lesson. So when we put our pieces together, we have the beginning piece, which is the characters and setting, the middle, which is the problem, the end is the solution, possibly, and the lesson. We will be able to find out the central message of the lesson. Okay, we're going to use this movie and we're going to break down the components. I'll be asking you questions as we watch this movie.